A white van thought to have been used by Mr Dornan's killers was found abandoned on the Beanstown Road on the outskirts of Lisburn. It was checked by the army before being handed over to forensic experts. 26-year-old Mr Dornan, a mechanical digger operator, was shot shortly after arriving for work at 8:30 yesterday morning. An eyewitness said he saw a white van parked in a lay-by a few hundred yards from the murder scene. After hearing 2 shots, he saw 2 masked men walk away. The white van moved closer to them, and according to the witness, it stalled a couple of times before making off. Police hope the vehicle will jog people's memory.
This white Renault van was the one we believe, in fact we're quite definite, is the one that was used by the killers.
Do you think the killers got away on foot after abandoning the van?
Well, they abandoned the van about 3/4 of a mile away from the scene of the murder, and that was on the Beanstown Road. And obviously they had a pickup car which may have been scouting around the area, not necessarily parked where the van was parked, and just arriving in time to pick them up after the murder. And therefore, if anybody saw that particular car or a car acting suspiciously with 1 or maybe 2 persons on board, and maybe even later when they were picked up there might have been 3 or 4, to get in touch with the CID at Lisburn.
Dr. Ian Paisley. David Dornan was shot by masked gunmen shortly after he arrived for work on a building site just outside Lisburn. The police say they believe his killers were loyalists who mistakenly thought he was a Catholic.
They may escape man's justice, but they'll certainly not escape the justice of God. And to think of that young man in his middle 20s going out and kissing his young wife goodbye and his little girl Emma, and then having his head practically blown off him.
Mr Dornan's body was taken for burial to Ballynahinch Presbyterian Church, where he was married 4 years ago and where his 9-month-old daughter was christened.